been a little bit. We're doing the tractor shuffle. I just brought the 4455 over to Jeremy. He's been discing over here on Zittos. We're gonna try and get this field planted. It's going into winter wheat. I'm not sure what variety, to be honest with you. I just know we got to get it planted. There's a pretty good storm supposedly coming in this afternoon. You can't tell by the gloomy gray skies, but I'm gonna take this back to the shop, switch it and get the blue disc, and then Jeremy's gonna spread fertilizer, and I'm gonna bring the blue disc back, and he's gonna work at Uncle Rick's hooking the grain drill up right now. Apparently the tractor's telling me I'm a fat as the compressor's going on the seat. Oh, there we go. So, but yeah, let's get this thing home and get it swapped over.
I have to admit, I'm a hard-working person.
It's Evel Knievel. Maybe. Whew, that was close. Did they go? All right, we got the grain drill all cleaned out. Got the forks on. Got the diker on the back. Let's load her up. He's a hell of a lot smoother at that than I am. OSHA approved right there. So this thing's 300,000 with the trade-in?
325 with the trade.
Jeez. So I'm guessing it's going back.
Yeah.
Oh. And this is what happens when I leave everybody home alone. All right. Got Uncle Rick on his way with the drill. Got the fifth wheel back under the shed so the seat that's left on it don't get wet when the storm comes in. Just stopped at the house to check on Ethan. He's dog sitting for Grandpa Jack this weekend, which isn't hard because all that dog does is sleep. She's so old, but I'm gonna head down to Zito's now and see how he's doing on the grain drill. As for that combine, that's a loaner combine. Let's just say Jeremy's had a very exciting week this week with the combine. I have not been around much, like I said. I worked some overtime this week, so I was only off Monday. Now I'm off today, which is the Saturday, the 11th, I believe. Yeah, the 11th, because deer hunt starts next Saturday. And then I'm off tomorrow. But he started cutting again Tuesday. Was unloading. Went to swing the auger back in, and the auger wouldn't move. It was just stuck right there, so they couldn't figure out what was wrong, why it wouldn't move, so they called Valley Implement. They brought their service truck down and had to get the crane and take the auger off so they could take the combine and the auger back down to their shop to work on it. I guess from what Uncle Rick was saying, there's a nylon ring or something in there that it spins on, and I guess it got wore out, got packed full of corn and wheat and crap, and it bound everything up, so they're working on it. And why the hell they didn't replace that last year when they had that auger all tore apart to replace the gearboxes and that, we'll never know. But and then he was cutting yesterday, yeah, yesterday, and had the gearbox go out on that one row unit, so it has just been one thing after another. And then last week he blew a tire on the 9560 while he was out digging. So it's just been a year for breakdowns this year. Between tires, the combine, everything else going on. They're gonna bankrupt us. Crop prices being low, it just sucks. So we'll go over here and check on Uncle Rick. Jeremy actually ran out of fertilizer. Didn't quite have enough to do the whole field, so we're only going to drill part of it. And then I think he said Berkeley's got a test lot they want to do here like they did this year. They're going to pay him for to put in, test out a bunch of different varieties, so he's got it marked out somewhere. We'll see if we can get... We'll see what we can get drilled. The more we can get done, the better before this rain. What we don't get done, hope it dries out enough after it rains that we can get it in. Boy, this is muddy, guys. Dang. This is muddy. So what do? Stick it in anyways and hope it rains? You might not have a bit though. under. It's clouding up pretty good out west now. So we figure we may as well get it in the ground. If we do get a rain, that'll finish closing up the seed trenches. It's pretty muddy. This wind is drying it out, but he's going a lot slower so that the discs don't pull up mud and pull the seed back up out of the ground. So we're gonna see how much we can get done. Jeremy's picking pumpkins. We got to get all that produce off because he's putting that field into wheat also. Alright, we decided to let it sit for an hour. They're not calling for rain to get here till about 4, but it's just a hair too muddy to be drilling right now. The discs are pulling up just enough mud and seed that I think it'll screw us. I think it'll hurt the population that we're planting. So Jeremy and Rick made the executive decision to let it set for an hour. The way this wind's blowing, it'll dry it out. I'm gonna go pick Rick up. He's measuring right now and marking for dikes so that we're gonna go get the loader tractor and the diker and get it over here so that as soon as he's got this drilled, he can get the dikes thrown in. And yeah, we'll go from there. Kind of forgot we got to fix that. I'll have to think on that one. What would we do without technology?
Okay, on that clod right there.
Okay, I'll stand here.
Okay, I'll go mark. So I went to Bear River. What's 88 and 88? 172?
176, ain't it?
176? 8 and 8, 6.
Yeah. Sure. Hell, I went to Bear River too. Making these 88 feet apart, as you heard. Usually go between 90 and 120, but where this is following corn, Jeremy's worried if we go wider, it won't push through the corn stalks that are still on top. Because there are still quite a few where we didn't get to blue disc it twice. Some high-pitched squeal on the highway. Hopefully you can hear me, the wind's picked up. It's about 20-25 mile an hour right now. The storm is moving in. According to the weather, it was supposed to be raining last night. You know what the weathermen are. You need some grease. He's putting a little angled dike there because it kind of falls towards that ditch. That just kind of helps shoot the water out this way. So afraid of that. It ain't cutting in worth a damn. He's gonna have to go up and down, go over it twice. It don't look too bad. So he'll go down, then he'll come back up, but to build it up a little bit more. That's one of the crappy things about following corn when we're planting weed, is you have a lot of trash left on top sometimes. But we just gotta deal with it. We're drilling. Been not quite an hour. This wind has zapped quite a bit of the moisture out of the top. It's still pretty muddy, but it's going a lot better than what it was. It's still pulling some mud up on the disc. That's mostly in the tire tracks from the tractor. Jeremy and his pumpkin. Yeah, it don't look too bad. Camera don't show it, but there is quite a bit more dry dirt on top now. It's funny what that sucking wind will do around here. So here's hoping we do get a rain now. I think we will. I had to move some seed around. This side we put a little bit more in this side. It's hard to measure out them totes when you do them, but that's why you always carry a bucket. Comes in handy. So Uncle Rick's making dikes right now. He's gonna make these 3, and then we're gonna measure out the rest of the field so we can get our test plot figured out where it's gonna go and get it taken care of. But there's only one bad thing to having to go over these dikes twice. Well, there's 2 actually. The compaction, and then I'll show you the other one when he gets to the top. So when he comes back up them and he gets to the top end here, he has to turn and run over them. And then it smashes it down. And then next spring, the irrigators are cussing because they have to shovel it up. And this ground will be like concrete. It'll be harder than the back of your head trying to dig that and build it up. And then he's struggling to see the lines to go straight because there's so much corn residue left up top. Usually he just follows the drill mark. I'm glad that one's done. The wind's really picked up now. We're gonna go stick this in the shed over here at Zitto's. And then he's got to make a couple of dikes. And then this field's good to go. I wish we had the other side. I had the corn off the other field, because then we could get it worked and get it ready to plant into wheat too. Holy crap, the sun came out and I put my jacket on and it got warm. That wind's still plenty chilly, but oh well, let's go get this in the shed. Put that up so they don't settle down on the tires. Alright, that's the last dike. I got all the flags. Head back to the truck. So this run here, we did not plant. That is going to be their test plot. So Berkeley will come in. I think it's Berkeley, Wheatland Seed, whatever the hell they are. They'll come in and plant that, like they did in the safflower field over there this year. And then I don't know what all they'll plant. I'm sure Jeremy knows, but it feels good to have that done before the storm got here. All those clouds that were over us while we were drilling, they all went north of us. All that's going to the north. But it is fun to sit there and watch those clouds build up like that. I think it's about lunchtime. I gotta go home and check on Ethan. So we'll get back to the shop. He'll go over that dike one more time. Then I'll follow him back to the shop, see what's going on for the rest of the afternoon, and then go from there. It is the 11th of October. Irrigating season's been over for a while now. And what the hell am I still doing? I'm still picking up dams. We got these things laying all over the place. And they're expensive, so if they're still in good shape, we're gonna pick them up and put them in the shed. I wonder if he wants the one picked up at the end of that field. Yeah. Not only were there dams down here, he still had siphon tubes down here. But he did just water this hay field. I forgot about that because he's going to pull it out. Going to put corn in it next year. It's been in for over 5 years, so he watered it, sprayed it and watered it so that we can shit, I can't talk. So we can dig it this fall. Bring the disc ripper in. We'll disc it and then we'll rip it real good. Rip it real deep. to bust up the compaction from the hay and to kill out all that hay. So I'm gonna go get this unloaded. I still haven't made it home for lunch yet, but not like I need it. Well, that ain't good. if this works, you won't need a new corn head. How green some of them still are. Yeah, we've had enough already. I wonder what that corn header is going to cost you to fix.
I have no idea.
You got dams up here too.
Yep. We should drive everywhere to go.
Well, it rains. I don't know, is it going to rain?
I don't know.
It was getting black and now it's starting to lighten up again. This one's got to go in the wheat too, doesn't it?
No, it's not going into wheat.
It's not.
No. It's either going into peas
Oh.
or possibly back into corn. No, probably corn might be off.
Won't that be too much corn on this dish though?
No. Not with all them houses going in.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that.
Now we should put maybe produce in about from here over to the roads. And peas and the rest of the peas all the way across.
The piece for Wheatland.
Yeah.
What do they call that? Berkeley?
Barkley.
Barkley.
Yep. Wonder if I should put that back.
Can you imagine taking 30 foot of this at once?
Yeah. The stalks were a little bit drier. I could go faster.
Yeah. I guess that's a good sign you got healthy corn.
Yeah.
So if you put peas in it, you'll just rip it this fall then.
I'll get it already.
And let it just let it
I don't
sit.
know. I may plow it. Depends on how much corn stalks are on top.
of people
No.
stopping.
Saturdays are really.
Just after you left, there was a lady there in the pickup. I bet she had 30 of them in the back of her truck.
And someone bought 20 of them earlier today.
I just hope that wind don't blow it over.
We'll be using this new draper.
Yeah, down the ball drain. It's just really goddamn.
Kelly's over there.
God, I keep forgetting about Kelly's. What do you put it back in over there?
Corn and wheat. Wheat down with it. Corn and wheat right up.
There's where the fan. Sun's gonna come out.
Yeah. Like White's Valley.
Yeah. Well, we tried. Had the grain hat on, tried cutting a little bit of corn. It was cutting it, it was pulling it and cleaning it up, but stalks are still a little too green, a little too tough. Going through the rotor, it would slug it and kill the combine, so he called it quits. So we're moving everything back to the main farm. I got the 44. Whee! Jeremy was just ahead of me with the combine. So that'll probably be it for the day. That breeze is getting cold, but the rain still ain't moving in. We're supposed to be here at 4 o'clock. It better hurry the hell up. Alright, that's the end of the day, guys. We're calling it quits. Wind's blowing like hell, but really don't have too much left to do. So I'm gonna shut the fans off on the dryer, and then, or off on the bins, I should say. Call it a day. So I'm gonna head home and do some stuff around the house. We still haven't got any rain yet. It's supposed to start at 3, then it was supposed to start at 4. It's now 5 o'clock and still no rain, so I'm thinking it might blow around us, but oh, it's hard to say. It's looking pretty gnarly down south, so we'll see what it does. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you in the next one.